Are there switchheads, and welcome to my review of Why Pizza. Ring ring, pizza delivery. Hello, how may I help you? We deliver so you don't have to. Thank you very much, and we'll get that to you as soon as possible. But before we do, why not subscribe to the channel for weekly reviews and sales videos, and giving this video a like sure would help the channel grow. If that's everything, we'll be with you in 30 minutes or less. We just need to get over all these obstacles. Engage.
Story.
With the cost of living going up, it sure is difficult finding money for those essentials like food, rent and water. And that's where delivering pizzas come into it. Earn money for, well, delivering your pizzas, and also do a few side quests for the locals for a bit extra cash. It's not exactly the most complex plot that you'll ever see or have to deal with, but it is something that gives the game meaning. And to be honest with you, it is actually funny in places.
Controls.
Okay, so it's probably better off me showing you this than telling you this, as they are unique. Left and right as your normal stick, and then your head, which is humongous, is controlled by the right stick. Now, oops, I need to get a wriggle on. As you can see, that's part of the problem, and why you can move the head, because it gets in the way. So then you get this like finger that you can zoom in on that so that you can use it for getting to higher levels. I actually quite like this, quite a unique part of the system. Then you can pick up objects that you sometimes get with the A button, drop them with the B button, and you can run up things, these little blue things, and then some other little tricks later on. Oh, there was one of the actual things I don't like about this game. Your head gets stuck in between things. Rather annoying. But as you can see, that's basically the controls in a nutshell. These walls can be destroyed with an axe side thing. Okay, so aside from the actual finger thing that can be used only once, sort of like unless you land on the ground again, then you can use it again. It all kind of like works quite well, if not a little bit fiddly. But I will say it does take a little bit of getting used to and a little bit to actually get into. There are parts of the game where, well, for want of a better word, it's a real big struggle with the head. I say struggle, I actually mean really frustrating at times, and makes me want to just put down the controller and just say, F you, big head. The other major problem I have with this game is the jump does not always work. Yep, one of the fundamental things about this game. I press it, nothing happens, and I have to, well, basically retread platform parts. Or if you land in something dangerous, it's, well, start from the beginning again. And trust me, this really does get annoying.
Gameplay.
While it does have some puzzle elements attached to it, the gameplay, or the core gameplay, is basically made up of platforming. Apart from what I've mentioned already, you'll spend most of your time delivering the pizzas through harder and harder platforming and meeting interesting characters that, well, need your help doing tasks. Kind of quests, if you like. Sending info, fetching items and the like. It's up to you if you actually choose to help out, but if you do, it's kind of like a risk to survival, as in they pay you, but will you actually survive for the rest of the level by doing so? And also the all-important getting those pizzas delivered in time. Oh look, a NPC character. Hey, I need something lovely cake from a friend. Yay, I can go and collect it for you for some monies. If you know what I mean. No, I actually mean money. The big head part of the game really adds another element to the gameplay. As I said, it's frustrating at times, but the puzzle elements that come from this feels more like a weird platforming Tetris game. Your fingers will get tangled at times trying to jump up a narrow platform while using the other stick to keep your head, your big head, out of the way. And after each section, you get to spend your hard-earned coinage you put away for food and the like on more, well, hit points, fingers and shields and the like. And these can be quite expensive indeed. And I would actually admit that I would have thought you'd be down the local Tesco's trying to fill that fridge up. As well as this, the difficulty of the game tends to spike. Or does it? You see, there is some nice platforming here with a challenge or two, and then it throws you at parts that your head basically just gets stuck in the scenery and your neck goes through things, leaving you sort of hanging and dangling. Then to get out of it, you kind of like drop normally down a few platforms, which is kind of annoying. This, with the actual jump problem that I've encountered, started to really grate me to the point I just wanted to say fuck it and walk away. I'd really be interested to see if this is actually just me, or, you know, is everybody else having this problem as well. But at the end of the day, I can only go off my own personal experience. I would say if it was not for these spikes, I'd actually be enjoying the game a lot more, but it just destroys the pacing in the game. Playing it for the most part is enjoyable, and you can even get a decent run going. Help some characters out, take a little time on some little parts that are a little bit more fiddly. Then when you hit these spikes, it's like hitting a wall and you're stuck trying to climb it for, well, far too long. And if you die at any point during or after that segment, you have to do that segment again and get stuck again. And as for those side quests, because of this problem, it makes you want to just head straight for the exit and just forget them altogether.
Visuals and sound.
I have to admit it looks pretty decent, and it's one of the things that drew me to the actual game. I like this sort of hand-drawn look, it really does speak to me quite well. It also makes it feel fun and vibrant. You also get to choose from a lineup of playable characters with different kind of heads. Audio-wise, it's kind of bare bones, it does what it needs to do, and there's nothing I could pick that really stands out to me to say, ooh, this was actually really good or anything. It was just okay.
The good.
Looks pretty good, side quests are pretty cool as well, some good ideas implemented within the game, collectibles and upgrades.
The bad.
Jump is iffy at times, frustrating at times to the point I just had to stop playing, and the sound isn't exactly the best.
The score.
Although I thought the game was pretty decent when I picked it up at first and looked pretty good, them spikes in the platforming felt over the top frustrating and really harmed the pacing of the game, to such a point I had to just keep putting it down and coming back to it. If it was not for the problems above, this definitely would have gotten a higher score, and I know some will be saying them spikes are done deliberately, but for me it's just too much. I'm going to be settling with a 3 out of 5, and that is actually a shame because I really feel that this could actually get and has the potential of a 4 out of 5 within it if it wasn't for them problems. And with that, why not subscribe to the channel for more weekly reviews and sales videos? By liking this video, you really do help the channel grow.
The alternative.
Unravel 2. It's 2-player, it's fun, it looks good, and I think you will enjoy it. Although if you have a better choice or any thoughts on why pizza, then leave it all in the comments. And as always, feel free to come join us in the Switchheads community Discord to continue the conversation, or just come for a chat. Because life is better when we switch together.